Dustin.
I'm Molly.
And this is...
Reviews for Humans.
Being Human. A lot of nothing happened this week.
Henry showed up.
Yeah.
Henry.
We almost got to see him take off his shirt.
But of course not. Why would they show that?
No. Instead we got Soren's stupid plastic face. I hate her. So anyway, Aiden uses...
I want a pound of flesh.
Aiden uses Henry to find all the other orphans so that he can send them away or they'll be killed. But meanwhile, Soren is watching, and so when Henry and Aiden get all the orphans together, she buys the house that they're in, and they all burst into flames. But it turns out Aiden was in on the plot the whole time.
So in this universe, it doesn't have to be a human that owns the house.
No, it was a human. It was the lawyer bought it.
No, the lawyer who is a human bought it.
She was tweeting about what Madonna's new fragrance is going to smell like.
It's going to smell like Indian food, sugar, latex, and arthritis.
So, Henry's all pissed off for like 4 seconds, but then Aiden's like, we can get you back in. You just have to do whatever Soren says you gotta do. And what Soren wants his flesh flayed from his body, but it'll all grow back because he's a vampire. And so Henry's like, yeah, okay, I guess so.
No, that hurts so much, kill me!
Right, exactly.
But we hear that from as Aiden's walking away.
Right. So anyway, that's what happened with Aiden. It was very condensed little part of the story. Meanwhile, Josh is getting all depressy over his breakup with Nora.
So who shows up?
Lesbian sister.
His sis.
Name I can't remember.
His little sis. I don't remember.
And she's like,
we like her.
We're going drinking.
A human character.
Yeah.
An actual human character that hopefully will stay human.
And not die.
And not die or
Horribly.
become a werewolf or get turned into a vampire.
I have this thing where I don't like to see siblings, it was okay with the purebred vampire guy.
Right.
But I don't like to see siblings, one sibling die and the other sibling have to mourn them.
That's horrible. Probably because we have siblings.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like weird. A nightmare.
So anyway, so she tells Josh, after you get off work, we're going drinking. But he gets off early.
She's good at that, if you guys remember.
Yeah. Taking off early, and it turns out that she's been drinking with Julia all day. Remember Julia, Josh's ex-fiance?
Julia!
Words that came out of my mouth. Ends up, all three of them end up drinking together and doing tequila shots and having a pretty good time until sister gets all drunk and they have to take her.
She's like, we gotta go, I licked somebody.
Oh no, run! Gay panic. And so they go back to Julia's house, and Josh and Julia have this moment where they kind of get closure on each other, where she's like, I came to Boston because I was looking for you. And he's like, oh, it's too bad he was looking for me. We can't be together because I'm all screwed up. And then she's like, why? And he's like, I just is. And she's like, why? And he's like, I am screwed up.
Oh my gosh, it was so good. Sam Huntington really brought it though.
Yeah.
That was really, really good.
And he shook her and he yelled at her.
And his voice was quavering and he was crying, but he's trying not to cry. It was really good.
Yeah, it was good. So then...
I actually set my computer aside and started watching the show at that point. And it was really good.
Madonna's new fragrance will smell like...
Spider veins.
Then the lesbian sister and Josh talk, and the lesbian sister's like, I'm glad you guys got closure. Well, you guys can never have sex now because you closured it. And he's like, yeah, yay. So that's what happened there.
Madonna's new fragrance will smell like Metamucil.
Metamucil and white diamonds. Elizabeth Taylor.
And hemorrhoids.
So, in Sally's storyline, the Reaper comes back and he's like, I'm gonna kill
Magic!
you. We were doing that every time you showed up. Magic. This is a Reaper. So anyway, the Reaper shows up and he's like, I'm gonna kill you unless you become a Reaper. And she's like, I don't want to become a Reaper. And Aiden...
Is this your card?
And so Aiden's like, why don't you just kill the Reaper? Then you won't have to become a Reaper and he'll be out of your hair. And so Sally's like, good plan. So when he shows up the next time, she tries to kill him, but it doesn't work. And so he's like, well, you got to become a Reaper. And she's like, oh.
So they're stalking Suicide Stevie.
Yeah, to reap him.
And the guy's like, he's like, reap him, rape him, reap him.
Yeah, it's really weird.
So I'm pretty sure that this isn't an actual Reaper, and that he's just some dead kid diddler.
A murderer. He's a murderer because he likes to murder the people.
After he diddles them.
So Sally tries to warn Suicide Stevie, but Suicide Stevie's like, what are you talking about? This is craziness. It's a madhouse. A madhouse. And so the Reaper comes and reaps him. And so then he's like, you're gonna reap some people tomorrow, Sally. And she's crying.
She's like, you know it.
No. And then
it happened like that.
No, it didn't. Oh. That's what happened this week. And now it's time for
Scene of the Week.
Hooray.
Stevie, the Reaper's gonna come and get you. He's gonna rape you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Here he
this is
comes.
Crazy. Oh
No.
Dink. Bonk. Reaped. Oh. Great. And that was Scene of the Week.
Hope you liked it.
Yay. And now it's time for us to say goodnight.
Is this your card?
I'm Dustin.
I'm Molly.
And Madonna's new fragrance will smell like
Gin, cranberries, and
Lourdes. See you next week.
Rah, 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 rah.
Bye. Wait, let me look again.